A parcel from a physician delivered to the palace sparked an overwhelming confrontation between Prince William and Meghan Markle, revealing Meghan's alleged fabricated surrogate pregnancy involving Archie in a bid to hold onto power and royal titles. A lone package arriving at the palace allegedly sparked the kind of royal chaos people only whisper about behind closed doors there. A mysterious file from California, a former physician claiming to know concealed details, and a question that could shake the entire foundation of a royal family. According to this dramatic narrative, Prince William was not expecting a routine delivery that day. He was allegedly handed a secret package containing documents that claimed to reveal a shocking hidden chapter surrounding Meghan Markle, the birth of Archie, and the battle over royal reputation. The package was carefully wrapped, delivered with unusual secrecy, and instantly drew attention. Inside was not merely a letter, but a collection of documents claiming to contain explosive information within. The sender described himself as a former medical professional who had allegedly been connected to Meghan Markle's private affairs. His message was clear. He had remained silent for years, but now he was ready to reveal what he believed was the truth. The most dramatic element of the claim was the reason behind his silence. The doctor allegedly said fear and pressure had kept him from speaking earlier before, but after years carrying the burden, he decided the information had to reach Prince William directly there. The file, according to the story, centered on one of the most sensitive subjects imaginable, the circumstances surrounding Archie's birth, and the rumors that had persisted for years. As William went through the documents, the storyline suggests he discovered allegations that Meghan had secretly arranged for another woman to carry the pregnancy there. The claim presented in the dossier was that a surrogate had been involved and that records had been manipulated afterward. The alleged motive behind this supposed plan to protect a royal image, secure titles, and maintain a connection to the institution that Meghan Markle had already become a global figure within. But the central question was not just what the documents claimed. It was why the information was emerging now. Why, after years of silence, would someone suddenly deliver everything directly to William? Why pick this exact moment? But why risk reopening one of the most controversial chapters surrounding the Sussex family? The story then takes a far more intense turn, claiming the doctor included a warning for William. The alleged message was that ignoring rumors would only let them grow stronger further. In the world of royal scandals, silence can sometimes generate more questions than answers. And this storyline paints the palace as facing a decision there. Investigate everything or let uncertainty continue spreading on. The alleged dossier left William with a major dilemma. If the claims were false, the damage from probing could be enormous. But if there was even a small possibility that something had been hidden, the consequences could affect not only Meghan Markle and Harry, but the wider royal institution itself. The next move in this dramatic story was portrayed as immediate. William allegedly gathered trusted officials for a private meeting, determined to uncover whether there was any truth behind the explosive claims. The atmosphere was described as tense, with everyone understanding that the issue involved more than personal conflict. It involved public trust, royal history, and the image of the monarchy itself. According to the storyline, William refused to ignore the allegations. Instead, he decided that every detail needed to be examined. Medical records, financial documents, and every possible connection would have to be reviewed. The question hanging over the palace was simple, but terrifying. Was this another rumor designed to create chaos? Or was there a hidden story waiting to be exposed? As the investigation supposedly began, attention turned toward the hospital records and the people who may have known what happened behind the scenes. The claim suggested that hidden paperwork could reveal answers that had remained buried for years. And with every new detail, the mystery only seemed to grow bigger. Because in this royal drama, the biggest battles are not always fought in public. Sometimes they happen in quiet rooms behind closed doors, where one document, one confession, or one forgotten detail can completely change the story. According to this dramatic storyline, the investigation did not stop with the mysterious package. The deeper William allegedly looked, the more complicated the picture became. But what started as a single anonymous delivery transformed into a massive search for answers, with every document raising another question. The alleged evidence inside the file pointed toward hidden connections, secret agreements, and people who may have known more than they ever admitted. The tension inside the palace reportedly reached a breaking point because this was no longer just about a personal disagreement. It was about whether a major story had been misunderstood by the public for years. The storyline claims William then focused on verifying every detail instead of reacting emotionally. The alleged investigation moved toward medical records, timelines, and private communications. The question being asked behind closed doors was not simply what happened, but who knew. Because in a mystery like this, the biggest secrets are rarely protected by one person alone. They survive because multiple people stay quiet, and every silent person becomes another piece of the puzzle. As the alleged review continued, attention shifted toward financial records connected to the claims. The documents in this storyline supposedly raised questions about payments, agreements, and individuals who may have been involved in keeping certain details private. Every number, every signature, and every missing explanation became another suspicious detail that investigators wanted to understand. The idea that money could have been used to protect a secret added another layer of drama to an already explosive situation. But the most shocking part of the narrative came when an insider allegedly stepped forward. Storyline suggests someone once close to Meghan Markle's circle cracked under pressure and revealed information capable of changing everything without any warning whatsoever. The person allegedly admitted there were conversations and plans never previously made public at all either. Suddenly, the situation shifted from documents to pure loyalty, betrayal, and who was willing to speak when stakes became impossible to ignore behind closed doors. The alleged insider confession sparked a new problem. If these claims were true, the palace had to carefully consider how to respond without causing even more chaos. One wrong move could instantly turn situation into global media storm erupting now. But staying silent would only allow speculation to grow stronger. That was a battle between controlling narrative and letting public decide what they believed overall completely there. The storyline then portrays William preparing a careful, calculated strategy plan. Instead of immediately attacking, he allegedly wanted everything organized before making any public move. The fear was that Meghan Markle could present her own version of events first and shift public opinion before Palace had opportunity to respond swiftly. In a world where perception often becomes reality, timing became most powerful weapon yet. The alleged confrontation reached its most intense moment as accusations and counterclaims collided hard. According to the dramatic version of events, evidence and statements began moving through different channels, creating a storm neither side could easily control completely. Meghan Markle was portrayed as fighting to defend reputation, while William was portrayed as determined to protect the institution he represented. But biggest question remained unanswered still. Where does truth actually sit when every side has its own story really? Because behind the headlines, behind the rumors, and behind the endless public debate, there is always another layer, waiting uncovered to be. This storyline leaves audience with one final lingering mystery hanging. If hidden information really existed, why did it take so long to surface to? And if the claims were nothing more than a dramatic accusation, why did they create such a powerful reaction? The royal world has always been surrounded by secrets, strategy, and carefully controlled images. And according to this explosive narrative, the biggest revelations may still be waiting in the shadows.